The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us this morning. We're glad to be going over some information with you this morning on some of the highlights on EQUITRUST and some of the features they have on their annuities and life products. Mackenzie Swinson will be joining us here shortly to join us on some information specifically on those contracts they have with EQUITRUST and some of the features that you can utilize in the field to help you in your sales process. So Mackenzie will be joining us here shortly. But glad you could join us. This is Matt Tour with Insurance Agency Marketing in Omaha, and glad you could join us on a Friday. I know that always difficult to get you out of the field and get you on these webinars. We're glad you could spend some time with us today. We'll be discussing some of the benefits here that IAMS offers when you join IAMS on the annuity sales side of the market. So right now, I know we've got our referred producer program going, and you can earn some really good money based on referrals, and you get a $50 when your referral gets signed up. Then you get an override of 20 basis points based on their annuity premium, and a good way to earn some additional dollars going along the way during the year. We also have our marketing reimbursement program. We reimburse $100 for every $100,000 of indexed annuity premium. A great way to build up a bank account you can use for advertising. I know we have agents that give me a call all the time asking what their balances are, what they can do to utilize those funds. We do pay out 50% of your cost based on a specific advertisement. So if you had $1,000 in your account and your cost of the meal or something was $500, we reimburse $250 of that towards marketing. So really nice programs we have available on that side of it. We have our new producer builders. You can earn some additional incentives based on production in your first 180 days of being licensed through IAMS. We have cash bonuses, website development. We have marketing reimbursement based on your marketing costs. We also have our seminar coaching systems available through Dave Pemper and Matt Gill. And we also have our Ritz-Carlton travel package for a nice weekend getaway package. We have different levels you can qualify for, $100,000 level, $300,000 and $500,000 levels. So really some nice programs available there. Got a great back office support team, really help you out with your casework, and they basically help you from when your application is received, going through the details on that, getting that onto the home office, helping out with any items that come up during suitability or any other functions when your application is being underwritten, and they also help getting that through in a timely manner. We've got a great creative team here. They do a fantastic job on helping you expand your business, maybe revamping your website, redoing your letterhead, maybe doing your company colors differently, your company logo. They can help with all kinds of different items. We have a great contracting department here. They'll help you out with your contracting. You can get licensed up with a number of carriers at one time with the paperless contracting side of it. Great way to get signed up with multiple carriers at one time without having to fill out all the paperwork. That comes in handy. And then we've got a great support team on the marketing side. We can help you out with any marketing questions you may have, help run quotes, run up some history on different indexing methods. We can do income comparisons, a lot of different items we can help you out with on the marketing side. We also have a great life team here. We're combining forces with another life team out of Topeka and expanding that side of the business. And they can help you out with all of your life needs, be it universal life, whole life, IULs, single premium life policies. They can help you out on all sides of that market. So definitely a good way to go on that end of it. As I mentioned, our creative team, we've got 3 great individuals working on that side of the business. They can help you out with social media advertising, and we just did an email on advertising through LinkedIn. They also can help you out with Facebook advertising. We've seen a huge increase in the social media advertising side of the market. They can help you, as I mentioned, with your website, redo brochures, postcards, mailings, email advertising, whatever you want to utilize through the creative team. They've got some great experience on that side, and they can really help you out on getting things put in motion. You can really help create more business on your side. As I mentioned, we do have a website for IAMS. It's available 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. We have a lot of different tools you can use on the website. Maybe you want to do some advertising. Maybe you want to look up some forms, look up some company information, maybe go to a state website. We've got some great industry links you can utilize. We have our product lines on there with our annuity grids, our life insurance grids. We also have long-term care information on the website. We've gotten much more active in the Medicare side of the market. So if you're active in the Medicare supplement side, we have a great individual that works on that end of it. Adam, we'd be more than happy. Alex actually would be more than happy to help you out with that side of the business. And he does a great job on that Medicare side. We have a really nice software package we have available through IAMS. It's a retirement analyzer. It's a really good inclusive piece you can use with clients, pick up valuable information based on kind of where they stand today on retirement versus where they need to be 5 years, 10 years, 15 years down the road. You can plug a lot of different information into the software program. It's going to kick out some really good information on a nice printout. It's got some good graphs, pie charts, a lot of good information you can use, very colorful. You can go over, you can plug in like premature death situations, nursing home stays. You know, if your client wants to buy a Corvette when they turn 70, you can plug in all kinds of different items there they can utilize based on that situation. If you do have any questions along the way, definitely feel free to get those asked. We'll be glad to get those taken care of for you. I know we've recently introduced our wealth management side of the business, really good staff we have over on that end. If you're looking at getting more involved in the wealth management side, we can get you in touch with some of those individuals on that side of it. I'll launch a quick little poll here. If you would like to get some more information sent to you or have one of our wealth management experts get in touch with you, we'd be glad to get that done for you. I know we've got a great platform of different investment options on that side. They can help you out with the testing side of it. Maybe if you need to get your Series 65 passed, or take advantage of some of the other items they have on that wealth management side. On that, they've got some great CRM information you can utilize for clients. They've got some great printouts available based on kind of where your clients stand today on their investments, maybe what you're looking at down the road. They got that available for you, and then some other items of interest on that wealth management side. So if you want to talk to Charles or Michael in the wealth management team, definitely give our office a call. They'd be glad to help you out. I'm going to leave this poll open for about another 30 seconds. If you do have interest in being contacted by one of the wealth management team, we'd be glad to get that done for you. I know we've seen a pretty good run in the market here the last 10 years. People are, questioning how long that's going to last. We'll see if that bubble does eventually burst, but it is still running as we speak. So if that's something you have some interest in, definitely check off yes, and we'll go ahead and have one of our experts give you a call on that side of the business. I'm going to go ahead and get that closed up. And we also do our really good academies. We do these about 3 or 4 times a year. It's our life and annuity academies. I know we do these off-site. We do these in Des Moines, and we do these, like we did one in Dallas last year. We're looking at doing another one early in the year in a warmer climate. So we'll have to see where our next location will be for that. It's a nice 2.5-day meeting we put on, and we usually have right around 40 attendees at these meetings. And it's a great way for you to pick up some really good information on sales techniques, kind of latest information on index strategies and other items. If you do have interest in looking at attending one of our meetings in 2020, they're all expense paid. We pay for your flights, we pay for your travel. If you're going to drive in, we pay for your mileage. But we typically do one in the first quarter, typically do one right around in May, and then we'll do another one sometime in like September. So if you have interest in attending one of our meetings in 2020, it's a great way to pick up some good sales ideas, kind of see what the latest and greatest is in that sales market. We've got some great wealth transfer tools we'll be discussing. We'll be going over the Retirement Analyzer software program. along with a couple other software programs. We'll be going over some of the forums and things that are available on the IAMS website. We've got some great producers that will be there to go over kind of what they use in the field to get in front of more clients, close more sales. We'll also have on the life side, we'll be going over some large case marketing ideas. So really, it's a good all-inclusive meeting, and it typically lasts Wednesday evening through Friday morning. So you basically have one night, you got the next day, then you have the next morning, and then you're getting back to your location. So really good turnaround time there for that meeting. If you do interest in attending next year, definitely check off yes on the little poll I'm in progress right now. So if you have interest in attending that, definitely get yes checked off. I'd be glad to get you on board. But as I mentioned, our next one probably be sometime in late February, early March of 2020. So we have a few more months till we get that put in play. But we'll probably have information at the beginning of January of where that next meeting is going to be. So if you do have interest, definitely check off yes. Go ahead and get that closed up here. We just announced our next meeting actually is coming up in 2021. It's based on production across the board on annuities, life insurance, Medicare, all of your production counts through IAMS. We're doing a great trip to the Secrets in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, and takes 3.5 million credits to qualify. Qualification did start July 1st of 2019 and runs through December 31st of 2020. So it's a full 18 months to qualify for the trip. Should be a beautiful location there in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. So it'll be a great location there and a much warmer climate than you're going to have in Omaha in early March. So good place to go. We look forward to having as many of you qualify for that as we can going into 2021. I'm going to go ahead and get the panelist switch up here. We have Mackenzie Swenson from EQUITRUST joining us this morning. Glad to have you on board this morning, Mackenzie.
Yeah, thank you, Matt. I'm excited to be here and able to share some niches and some things we have going on at EQUITRUST and hopefully give you a sales idea and something you can work into some of your sales. So I'm
Definitely
the internal account manager.
Yeah, one thing I failed to
go
mention
ahead.
is in November and December, all of your EQUITRUST business is going to count double on trip credits towards our trip to Mexico. So you can qualify for as little as about $1.75 million. If you write all your business in November and December, it gets issued by the end of December. You can qualify for half the cost. So a nice feature there for your production with EQUITRUST going in here through the end of the year. Back to you, Mackenzie, on that update.
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's great. That is a huge advantage there for the next couple months here. So like I was saying, I'm the internal account manager here, working closely with IAMS and with Jason Goodrich, who's our external wholesaler, supporting them and you all that are appointed with them. So with that, I'm going to talk today about our redesigned products, our income advantages we have with our income riders and an inherited IRA with an income rider sales idea, go through a case example on that. And then I'm going to transition into our accumulation focused product and the importance of diversification on accumulation plays. And then I'm going to finish up with our wealth transfer products that we recently reintroduced. So looking at the single premium life sale. But before I launch into that, I wanted to quickly take a look at our indexed annuity products we offer. At the beginning of the year, we did a portfolio consolidation. So we went from 9 products down to 4 and kind of combined similar products and really opened up our state availability with these products. So here on the left, we've got our 2 bonus products. Market Power there at the top. That's a 14-year surrender in about 35 states. It's a 10-year surrender in about 15 states. Single premium minimum is going to be $10,000. 10% bonus on all first-year premiums for this market power. So no vesting on that. That bonus is a true bonus. It's going to be part of the accumulation value, part of the death benefit day one. With that 10% bonus, I mentioned there are about 15 states where it's a 10-year product. We're still offering that full 10% bonus in those 10 states. So states like Texas, Minnesota, Nevada, just to name a few. So definitely worth taking a look at. This product has been around with EQUITRUST for, oh gosh, many years. I want to say we introduced it in 2004. So it's a very long-standing, been our #1 seller year over year. Right below that, our Market 10 bonus. This product is a 10-year surrender. It's available in every state but New York, and it offers a 6% bonus on all deposits during the first 5 years. It's always going to keep the same original issue date, so no new rolling surrenders with those additional deposits. And then the other unique feature of this product is it's got a no-cost return of premium rider. So day one, the client has that peace of mind. Should they need their money back, they're going to have access to that in the event of a full surrender without any charges. So great feature there, no state variations on that. We see this product used a lot for opening IRAs and making annual contributions, as that we allow $5,000 minimum for qualified money on this product. And then they take advantage of that 6% bonus on all those deposits over the first 5 years. Two products on the right are going to be kind of our accumulation workhorse products. So Market Value and Market 7, going to be very similar products. Market Value is a 10-year surrender. Market 7 is a 7-year surrender. The longer the contract, the greater the cap rate you're going to get. With the exception of that, if you're strictly looking at an accumulation play, those are going to be your big differences between those two products. I mentioned I'm going to discuss diversification. We will focus on that market value during that part of the presentation. So with the redesign of the indexed annuity portfolio, we also redesigned our income riders, and we made our income riders specific to each product. So we've got this great little chart here. We've created it as a one-page flyer, and it's really just a way to look at EQUITRUST and look at our income riders if you're looking at an income play, and to be able to pick out which product may be the best fit based on the strongest income at different time frames. So under the profile section, it shows you, when each product has got that strong guaranteed income. So with that, I want to talk a little bit about where we stand out. What are our competitive advantages when it comes to our income riders? So we do allow the income rider to be added on inherited IRA business, and I'm going to go through a case example on that next. So very unique feature with EQUITRUST. And then the other unique feature is going to be our doubler. And with our doubler, it's approved in all states. Payments can be doubled for up to 5 years in the event of chronic illness. Chronic illness to us with this rider is no confinement being required. If they're unable to perform 2 of the 6 ADLs, or if they suffer from extreme permanent cognitive impairment. So that's not an and, it's an or. So there's kind of 2 ways to trigger that. And then we pay at the doubled amount, even if the accumulation value goes to 0 during that doubling. So at the time they go to trigger that doubler for either 2 of the 6 ADLs or extreme permanent cognitive impairment, we will continue to pay at the doubled amount, even if that account value were to 0 out during that 5-year period. And like I mentioned, that is approved in all states. One other unique feature with our income rider is upon spousal continuation, income will be recalculated based on the surviving spouse life, and then we will pay that guaranteed for life income payment for that spouse as well, even if that accumulation value is depleted. So another unique feature there with our income rider. And then our fee, it's always going to be based on the accumulation value. It's calculated on and charged out of the accumulation value, not that income rider value or that benefit base. And that definitely can make a difference and how much is being charged to the client. So I mentioned inherited IRA with our income rider. I wanted to take a look at a case example. This is one we came across that I worked on a couple years ago, and I thought this would be a great example, as it's really a typical client for EQUITRUST in this type of a sale or a play. So we've got the inherited IRA. Let's talk about first some of the advantages of that inherited IRA. So moving it into an annuity, they can avoid that taxation on the lump sum, not having that taxable event all in one calendar year. They can continue that tax deferred growth. They do have access to taking withdrawals with this, and they're not subject to that 10% IRS penalty because it's coded as an inherited IRA, even if they're under the age of 59 and a half. And we do allow that income rider to be added, which we'll go through how that looks and what the advantage of that in the next slide. So this is a great opportunity for agents to kind of build a relationship with that next generation of clients and really establish that relationship. So going through a case example, I mentioned this is one I worked on a couple years ago. Sarah, she's 50 years old. She wants to retire in about 10 years. She was the beneficiary to her dad's $100,000 IRA. She rolls it into an inherited IRA. She will be subject to RMDs right away based on her age. And she's got a couple options with that. Option one, she could just take those RMDs per the IRS until that accumulation value is depleted. Or she could take RMDs for the first 10 years, and then she could turn on the income rider with EQUITRUST for payments for her lifetime. And taking a look at what that could look like over her lifetime. So let's assume option one here, she just takes those RMDs from the accumulation value until it's depleted. So at age 50, her RMD is going to be just under $3,000 based on that $100,000 deposit. And that's going to grow slightly over time. To age 84, she'll have $5,271 for that year. And then at age 84, that income would actually stop. And we're assuming around a 1.5% growth each year. If she went with option two, taking those RMDs from the accumulation value for the first 10 years, she's going to get slightly less than she would on option one. So right around $3,000 a year for the first 10 years. And then she kicks on her income rider, and that income nearly doubles for her lifetime. As you can see there, it jumps up and really exceeds what she would have received if she just took those RMDs from the accumulation value. And that is going to continue for her lifetime. So even if that account value goes to zero, that's going to continue to pay for her entire life. So what does that look like in translation in terms of dollars for different age range? So between the ages of 50 and 84 for Sarah, that's a difference of $37,622 that she could receive in income. Between the ages of 50 and 90, over $73,000 difference in income. And between the ages of 50 and 100, $132,688 the difference in income. So you can see here that, the proof is in the numbers, the true advantage and the benefit of turning that inherited IRA into an income stream. And then she's, her tax liability is just going to be on those payments that she's taking every year. So definitely an advantage there as well. So that's our inherited IRA niche we have here at EQUITRUST.
Do you see a lot of business coming in with the income riders on them, on stretch IRAs that you have coming in there, Mackenzie?
We do. We definitely do. A high percentage for sure is going to be that. So now I want to talk about accumulation. I mentioned diversification. I mentioned the market value. I did want to show the rates and the different account options available with this product. So this is no bonus product. It's purely an accumulation product. It's our number 2 seller of the 4 indexed annuities, right behind Market Power. And here is all of the account options available on this product and the cap rates, assuming an income rider is not elected. So definitely a wide variety of account options, fixed account there at the top. All of the account options are going to be based on the S&P, with the exception of the two at the bottom, which are based on our Goldman Sachs Dynamo. And as you can see, we've got 1-year account options, we've got 2-year account options, we've got participation rate account options. Any of the participation rate account options, none of them have a cap. So it's either a cap rate or a participation rate when it comes to our indexed account options. And then there's capped accounts, and then there's monthly average account options as well. So great diversification in the opportunities and what's available to the client, you know, not only at issue, but at the annual reviews and the anniversaries. They have great opportunity in different markets to reallocate to different buckets. So now I want to show you, why I think it's important on any accumulation sale to have that good variety of account options available on the product. So what we did is we kind of took a look at the market value index and looked at annual performance of the different account options, looking back to January 1st, 2008 through 2018, assuming those current cap rates and participation rates that I just showed on the previous slide. And what we did is, this here is showing the percentage change in the S&P each year. And we took all of those 1-year account options and we ranked them from the highest performer at the top to the least performer each year. And really kind of surprised us with the variation that you see, very quilt-like. So not a lot of consistency, with the colors and the different account options. But beyond that, there were some things that were definitely interesting that stood out. So looking at the top performers each year, you see a lot of different colors. So not a lot of consistency there. Now, 2015, I'll gray out. None of the account options showed a return in 2015. But beyond that, you can see all of them earned a top ranking in at least 1 year. So again, diversification. We see a lot of producers, or a lot more producers over the last few years, diversifying and putting money, doing a 50-50 split among buckets, or, definitely reallocating on the anniversaries. So the only account option that produced the top return 2 years in a row is going to be that point-to-point participation. And you can see 2008 or 2009 and 2010. Other than that, every year the top performer changed year over year. Something else that was very interesting, looking at the 4 years that the S&P was either negative or zero, 3 of the 4 years, either a multi-asset strategy, such as our Goldman Sachs Dynamo Index, or a monthly average account option, produced a return. So another reason to take a look at some of the other account options beyond the annual point-to-point cap. Monthly average performs well, in a volatile market, whether it be a cap or a participation rate. Now, 2015, like I mentioned, none of them showed a return, so nothing there. But definitely a very neat to look at. We did create this for the market value and for the market 7 as well. We'll be updating it beginning of next year to reflect another year on there. But kind of don't put all your eggs in one strategy basket, and the value in that as well. So we've kind of been tracking with the accumulation products. We're seeing a lot more diversification among strategies, a lot of utilization of the 1 year point-to-point participation, which is currently a 40% participation rate. So very strong there. Now I wanted to finish up with our wealth transfer products and the single premium life. So we recently reintroduced our Wealth Max and Wealth Horizon Life. Widely popular over the years, our Wealth Max bonus was a #1 seller in the single premium life market market for many years. I know IAMS has had great success with this product, so we're happy to be able to bring it back out and make it available. With that, WealthMax Bonus Life, big features of it are going to be the return of premium guarantee. So that day one return of premium. You know, you got your client, this is a single premium product, putting a large chunk of money into this type of a product, knowing that they have that access at any time should they need to fully surrender to get that full chunk back, their full single premium back for whatever it may be, whether it's an emergency or a health related issue, you know, whatever it may be. Knowing that they have that return of premium guarantee has been huge with this product. It also offers a 5% premium bonus, which is part of that accumulation value or cash value day one, which can, you know, bump up that death benefit as well. And then it's got competitive cap rates as well. Wealth Horizon Life is the second product that we reintroduced. It's not going to have your return of premium. It's not going to have your bonus, but what it is going to offer is higher face amounts and higher cap rates. So really, you know, what's more important to the client? We hear from a lot of producers that they're kind of leading with the WealthMax and that return of premium guarantee in a lot of sales situations, but then also giving the alternative of the Wealth Horizon Life. So if you give up that return of premium and that bonus, you know, you're going to have a higher guaranteed death benefit, and you're going to have higher cap rates on those indexed account options. Now, the commonalities between both products is going to be the underwriting. Something that did change with the reintroduction of these products is we moved to point of sale underwriting. So they're single premium, simplified issue, standard through table 4 is kind of what we can consider with these products. And then we move to that point of sale underwriting. So any premium that's under $250,000, you're going to get a decision right there on the telephone interview, accept or reject kind of thing. Another similarity is going to be that accelerated death benefit rider. They can accelerate that death benefit for terminal illness, nursing care, confinement, or chronic care. And then both products are going to feature not only S&P based accounts, but some unique indices. So a Barclays Focus 50 and a S&P Mark 5 are the two unique indices. And then we also offer trail commissions on both of these products as well. So main reason or main goal of these wealth transfer products is taking a lump sum of money and turning it into an immediately higher death benefit that would transfer on to a beneficiary. Other main purpose or what we really see being this product being led with in a sales situation more frequently is going to be that living benefit rider. So taking a lump sum of money and turning it into a much larger amount that the client would have access to pay for certain health related expenses or conditions. So what do those three riders look like, and how do you accelerate this death benefit? So the first way would be terminal illness. Terminal illness is a life expectancy of 12 months or less to live. They can accelerate up to 100% of the death benefit, to which they get 95%. That's available in a lump sum. They can accelerate for nursing care confinement, which is being confined to a qualified nursing care facility for 90 consecutive days, with confinement expected to be permanent. This they can accelerate in a lump sum, or they can choose to do monthly payments over 3 years. Chronic care, I'd say, would be probably the most popular of the three that really draws people attention, is going to be chronically ill, is defined as unable to perform at least 2 of the 6 ADLs for at least 90 consecutive days, or requiring substantial supervision due to severe cognitive impairment. So that's not an and, it's an or. So there's kind of 2 ways to accelerate for that chronic care. With that, they can choose a lump sum option, or they can do monthly payments over the 5 years. So if they choose monthly payment option on either the nursing care or the chronic care, they will get 100% of that death benefit less that $250 admin fee. So very strong numbers there. A couple other things that we added with the reintroduction of these products are 2 supplements to the illustration, one of them being this power of guarantees slide. So we see a lot of producers leading with this. You know, it really kind of shows the value and the benefit of this product all on one page. So the guarantees, this page says the word guaranteed like 9 or 10 different times. In the 3 boxes here, it shows what their values are immediately to them. So immediately in the left box, they've got their guaranteed return of premium. They've got that $100,000 that they can take back at any time. In the middle box, they've got their numbers on the accelerated death benefit rider. So these are kind of your bottom of the barrel minimum guaranteed numbers. So nursing care benefit, the chronic care benefit, and the terminal illness benefit. Now this is looking at a female non-tobacco, age 60, kind of our typical client, someone in their 60s, and definitely have a lot more female clients than male. So that's why we used that. And then on the far right box is the guaranteed death benefit that would pass on to a beneficiary immediately. So that's your guaranteed bottom of the barrel death benefit that would go to a beneficiary. And then the other supplement we added is kind of the life expectancy snapshot. So we looked at the values guaranteed immediately, you know, what's available to the client immediately day one, and what are my values going to look like down the road at life expectancy. So somebody age 60, female non-tobacco, life expectancy at age 88, showing her cash value on the left, the accelerated death benefit numbers there in the middle, and then what that death benefit could look like to a beneficiary at her life expectancy. So 237,000 on that 100,000, very strong numbers there. So the other thing I wanted to mention before wrapping up is source of funds. So this is widely important. You know, this product we see used a lot for an annuity producer, you know, somebody that isn't doing as much fully underwritten life. Definitely works in an annuity sales situation. You got somebody that's got money, thinks they want an annuity, thinks they need an annuity, but really they're just wanting to pass this money on. This is an easy transition going from that type of a sale into a single premium life sale. So where do we see the money coming from? We see a lot of money, just lazy money, you know, sitting around in a CD, a money market, or even a checking and savings account that clients have there, not earning, you know, the potential that, or the full potential, or not maximizing the full potential of those funds. It's really that money that they have set aside that they maybe want to have in case those what ifs happen. You know, they have to pay for those health related expenses. So we see a lot of money coming from those types of accounts. We see a small percentage coming over from annuities. So money that they thought they needed for retirement that they now want to pass on, or that they now want to position for those accelerated death benefit needs. Somebody that maybe doesn't want to pay for long-term care insurance, but likes the idea of the value or the benefits of a long-term care policy. So although the accelerated death benefit rider isn't long-term care, it has similar features. And then another place we see money coming is from other life insurance policies. So we either see older life insurance policies that maybe they are tired of paying into, or we see older life insurance policies that maybe their premium that they've been paying into it isn't enough to pay for cost of insurance and policy charges, and the cash value is really starting to deplete. So they'll take that cash value, they'll 1035 it over into the single premium life and have that guaranteed paid up death benefit. So that kind of wraps up my presentation today. So kind of takeaways from today. We really have a simple approach and simple design to our products. It's kind of been our motto from the beginning. We really did that with our product consolidation, you know, going from the 9 annuities down to 4. You know, you all out there riding in the field have a lot of carriers you deal with and a lot of products in your portfolio. So we try to take that simple approach and just really have our niches with our products. We offer inherited IRAs and that income rider to provide that higher guaranteed income for that next generation. We have a great accumulation focused product with our market value, great diversification opportunity. Something I didn't mention with those different account options, not only is that great, but we have a strong renewal rate history here at EQUITRUST, and we value our integrity with that renewal rate history. So we publish all of our renewal rates out on our agent website. We don't subsidize any of our rates, so no introductory splashy rates, and then, with the intention of taking those down on the anniversary. So you can expect a strong renewal rate history with our indexed annuities. And then our Wealth Max is back, so we're very excited about that, being able to offer a great single premium life product for those wealth transfer needs. So that kind of wraps up everything I have today, and I'll kind of turn it back over to Matt.
I appreciate it, Mackenzie. Great information you provided here this morning. Some great stuff going on at EQUITRUST right now. I know we've seen a big increase in business in 2019 compared to last year. I think the consolidation of your products really helped in getting some of those products reintroduced in some of the states that didn't have, like the market power bonus available in the state that now it is available. We see a lot of the very difficult states like Washington, Minnesota, Pennsylvania, some of these states that don't allow longer contracts that still have that 10% bonus. Been a very popular item in those states. And we also see a nice splash of business coming on inherited IRAs, and then having the option with the new single premium life products back in play. I think that's definitely helping on that side of the business also. So we've seen definitely a nice boost in production this year from EQUITRUST products, and I think that's going to continue into the first part of next year, and see how things get rolling in 2020. But I think we're definitely seeing a nice run of business going to EQUITRUST, and I think that will continue for the foreseeable future. And if you do have any questions, I know I'll be calling everyone here after the webinar that attended, and the non-attendees also, and kind of go over any questions you may have. So if you have any specific questions that came up during the webinar that maybe you weren't able to ask, or maybe comes up after we were off the air, I'll be giving everyone a call this afternoon and kind of going over anything you may need. If you need to get supplies or get some licensing paperwork, we'll be glad to get you set up with EQUITRUST. I know it's a pretty simple process to get you signed up with the company, and then getting you on board and getting out more information to you on what they offer on their product line. But really good company to go with for flexible premium policies. They have a number of policies that continue to take money for the first number of years or for the entire life of the contract. And with that Market 10 contract, it gives you a nice 6% bonus on all deposits the first 5 years. So really good for IRA deposits, Roth IRA deposits that your clients are making on an annual basis. So that's definitely a nice product they have for those types of situations. But once again, we do appreciate Mackenzie joining us today. Great job on your presentation. If anyone does have questions for Mackenzie, she is available at the home office at their toll-free number. This is Matt. If you have questions on anything we offer at IAMS regarding EQUITRUST, getting those double credits towards our trip here the next 2 months, really a nice combination. And then I'll be discussing any questions you may have when I call you here this afternoon. Otherwise, everyone, have a great weekend. Have a happy Thanksgiving next week. We look forward to finishing 2019 strong, and we look forward to a very prosperous 2020. So on that, I'll go ahead and close her up. Anything you want to close up with, Mackenzie?
No, thank you again for having me, and absolutely feel free to reach out to Matt or myself. I know you guys have a great support system over there at IAMS, but I am also available and happy to discuss anything. So thank you.
You're welcome. Otherwise, everyone have a great week, and we'll talk to everyone soon. Bye now.